Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Boni, and I hope you are all doing good. So today is a good day, Thursday, and I want to tell you like what has happened for the past 2 days. Yeah, so guys, as you can see here, I want to start from this because this is very attract. This is like very informative. Yeah, you can see the U.S. Embassy. This is the memorial site where the U.S. Embassy was bombed in the year in August 7th, 1998. So there were the US embassies in Kenya and Tanzania, and that is where the bombings were done. As you can see, like the gate, how it is written, Memorial Park. And when I arrived in Nairobi yesterday, very early in the morning, I was coming to make applications for a particular aviation job, and as I'll make another video about aviation stories with my friend who works at the airport. We used to school together, but he graduated earlier. Yeah, so we will make another video about aviation jobs and what the aviation environment later, and then I'll post in my other channel, guys. But now let me give you a very good story here. You can see this is where, like, you can see there is another very tall building of a bank. It's a bank actually nearby, and I think there was a tower actually, and I don't know if they was the same size or it was taller than this bank. I don't even know if this bank existed at that time, but you can see there is a taller building here. So it was actually another tall building next to this tower. It was another tall building here, and it was an embassy. So I don't know if this bank existed or not, but it was a. But what I know is it was a tower, and it was bombed in Kenya and another one in Tanzania. The U.S. embassies. It used to house the U.S. embassies, and I think there is these extremists who are fighting with the U.S. government, like the U.S. government that are hunting their leader. Yeah, and they are also revenging by bombing their by doing atrocities like this one. Yeah, so this is a memorial park, guys, and getting inside, you pay some fee and get inside. But now here, I was outside there, like it was very early in the morning. It was close to 6. It was 6 because I arrived in Mombasa at 5:30 in the morning, and 6. It was the time now. It was almost visible. I could make I could take some photos. Yeah, so it is sort of it is like brings memories, like the shatter, the things that happened, the atrocities that happened from the terrorists, and it brings memories, guys. Actually it's bad memories, but it is good for history, like things that happened in the past. But it is good there is a historic memorial park whereby people can always learn the past, the history, and how to affect such things, because it shaped so many things. Because I talked with a friend, and I was told that the glasses that were used to make the walls at those times, like the glasses, the window panes the glasses were the ones that when it is bombed, or when it is shot at using a bullet, they break and spread very well, injuring many people. But nowadays you realize that the glasses that are used to make walls or window panes for tall buildings, when they are shot at or they break, they just reduce to small pieces and they fall down. They don't like. So those things are informed innovations, in as far as there is a silver lining. Yeah, so it is historical event, and we learn from it, and we strategize how to avoid such things into the future. Yeah, so thank you so much, guys. I came to Nairobi, as I told you, to make some applications for some aviation jobs, as I'll post in another video. And I visited Moi University the other day, because I did clearance during the day and I traveled at night. So I arrived in Nairobi yesterday morning. So you can calculate. The other day I was doing clearance the whole day. So nowadays clearance are done online, but there is the last option whereby there is the student finance for main campus. So that's the person who you go there, you are taken back to school maybe to check some things. Like there is still a lot of some work there. You back and forth, and you know you are not alone. So when you go here, you make a queue. You go to the cyber, you make a queue. You go back to this office, you make a queue. So by the time you realize it's 6 in the evening, and that's what happened. But I was doing it with a lot of joy because it's a degree that has taken me close to 8 years, and I was finally, getting out of the university and getting to the world, to do something with the world, with what I've learned, and applying what I was able to learn in school. Yeah, so I arrived there at around 10 in the morning, Moi University around 10 in the morning, and going to main campus. That is now you can see what you can see there, guys, is you can see first of all the entrance. It has been made, it has been built. The last time I was there, it was not built. And remember, I was there in 2016. 2017 we were posted to another campus. So this is the main campus. So this gate was not there. Yeah, so now it was built somewhere around 2 years ago, something like that. I'm not very sure because I saw it on social media. So that's the main campus there. Now you're heading to not the main campus, but the main administration block. And back there you will find classrooms, lecture halls, I mean. You can see classrooms, lecture halls, you can see the other side. And then beyond there is a student center. There is and then at the back there is what we call hostels. So many buildings. I could not go there because I'm not a resident. I could not get inside there. I'm not a resident. So there is so many hostels there. So there is both boys and girls hostels there together. And then down there is another section. It's called Hostel J. It's for ladies only. So it's a different setting. It's around almost how many meters from this main hostel. So this main hostel is called Soweto, and then down there is called Hostel J. And then also there are still School of Engineering. So it is a very big land area, campus, big land area. But what I like the most about this place is that there are so many trees around. So many trees were planted. Yes, like when the institution was established, and then the then president mobilized with the institutional stakeholders, he mobilized the planting of so many trees. So when you are moving around, there is some good fresh air, and you can go somewhere and meditate very peacefully. Yeah, so that is it, guys. And there is also playing fields. So I was tempted to take these pictures because it's so nostalgic. And one of the very big thing that also brought about memories in me is that this library. I was tempted to take pictures of this. It's called MARGARET THARCHER Library. It was sponsored by former a former UK Prime Minister called MARGARET THARCHER. You know that. You can get it. I know you know the history or something, or you can also get it online over the internet. MARGARET THARCHER offered when the university was open, and now we needed a library. Now MARGARET THARCHER, the British Prime Minister, then sponsored this library. And that's where, let me tell you the history. That's where I learned, I touched the computer, I think, for the first time. Because in high school, I didn't learn computer. I learned my computer in my university. I know that looks somehow weird or something like that, but that is the reality. It was 2016. So I used to spend most of my time in the library. That's where I learned typing, Googling, YouTube. I used to enjoy a lot of content on YouTube. And I learned to type with both hands. I learned a lot of skills, and also keyboard shortcuts. So inside the library there are computers, and there are so many books. But what I like, and there is also Wi-Fi. So what I like the most is a computer, using one computer. And there was this one specific computer that it was like my prison. So I used to come there, stay there, till late. The library used to be closed at 10 at night, 10 p.m. So you go to your hostel, maybe you cook, or if you have not cooked, and then you do your things. That's where you stay, So I used to stay in a hostel called Hostel B130. Yeah, it is first floor, B130 in Soweto area. Yeah, and later on I did some business there. I used to do some business also. It used to sustain me during the day. At night, in the evenings from 5, I'm at the library, and I used to stay till late. I was so consistent to the extent that I learned so many things with the computer. Yeah. So I didn't go to computer school. I learned it. If you want to if you want to know something, you also get it online. Nowadays there's a lot of stuff on over the internet, guys, and you can learn a skill. So it's helped me so much. Helped me so much, so much, so much. Typing, using Google, Excel, spreadsheets, serving the internet, keyboard shortcuts, and especially typing, like using both hands. It can be a challenge, especially if you are new to the computer. Yeah, my high school, we used not to have a computer lab. Yeah, it was introduced when we were doing KCSE. So it was something that was introduced by the government when we were doing KCSE. So we were exiting, and we did not have those privileges, guys. Yeah, so I'm telling you these stories because it is an archive, like it is something that inside the heart, something that nostalgia. I remember it was nostalgia, like happy memories that passed. Yeah, and I was so young. I didn't have a girlfriend. I was I was so I can say I was so focused. I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but I'm communicating this. I was being the first one, you go somewhere, you are you're determined to do something. Yeah, so I was there, no girlfriend. I didn't have a girl. I mean not girlfriend in terms of partner. With that, I'm not talking about a friend. I had so many friends. We used to study. We used to have group work. Discussion groups. So we formed with some ladies there. Nowadays, I think they are married or something. They are big people because ladies grow faster than us. Yeah. So and also another guy in the military currently. We used to have a group discussion also in the library, specific days of the day, and at the student center, student center, guys. There, as you can see, the student center. There used to be so many clubs. For example, I used to be in a writing club. News. I used to write news for every. Was it Friday or something? I don't know. Monday. I don't remember quite well because it's been so long. So I used to have my own space where I used to write, and I didn't have a laptop, so I write it down. I could type it in a friend's laptop because he could print it. We could print it. He had a printer. He had a small printer in a laptop. Type it there, print. I put my image up there. Bye. So I used to write articles. So I was in article writing. So almost every day I used to attend different clubs. I was in so many clubs. I did not know that you have to concentrate on maybe 2 or 3 very good ones or one. But I was in so many clubs. Quite a number of them. I was so busy. So every day I was very busy in many campus. It was like I jumped into the pool, guys. Yeah, library, clubs, student club, not clubs for drinking, but clubs for like the reading club, those clubs. Yeah. So I was in a number of them, and it brought memories being in that environment doing the clearance, guys. But that's what it tempted me to make pictures, and I also moved around. Yeah. So the reason why I did not make a video there is that we ended we ended the clearance so late. We were given our what do you call this, certificates. So we were given our certificates, degree certificates, at around 6:30 in the evening, and also the transcripts with the official transcripts now with the stamps. It was now stamped. They were now stamped. That's called certification. They were certified. So we were given original transcripts and a certificate. We go and take photocopies, and then these photocopies are now stamped, certified. So wherever I want to apply for a job, for example, I take the photocopies of these stamped ones, not the original, because this one has stamps. It shows that they were certified as original and legit. Yeah. So that is it, guys. And what else do you want to know? Yeah, so the administration block is this one. So the environment, Moi University environment, this one. Like, I know you've seen a number of things, and I know currently. And there is there are 2 big fields. Yeah, one on this side, and another one, as I posted the picture here. So there are so many. There is two big fields where people run around. You can do athletics, like those running athletics, or to play football, basketball, so many things. There is also basketball pitches down there. So I, I was not a fan of basketball. That's why I didn't track that so much. But along this route, there is down there. There is school of biological something, and then there's school of engineering. Yeah, down there. And then there is also other hostels, the houses. They are actually in form of houses called D houses, H houses, E houses down there. So, and also School of Agriculture. Yeah, so that's Moi University for you guys in a brief, like in a nutshell. And it's an institution I'll forever cherish because that's where I learn a lot. That is where I grew. I learned computer. I learned the skill. I got some friends I have up to this day because even the friend of mine here, I'm in Nairobi, guys. The friend of mine who hosted me overnight, we studied together, but he graduated early because you know me, I dragged. I did not graduate as exactly as required. I had other issues, also you know fees and everything. You hustle also, so I used to defer some semesters, but I came and did everything later. So he's working at the airport, Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. We will make another video together, and I'll post in my other channel, guys. Remember, I have another channel, aviation content only. Yeah, so I'll post there how what we are applying, the job we are applying. It was deadline yesterday. So imagine, guys, it is I'm assuming it is today, and tomorrow is deadline of a job. So today I'm collecting my certificate. I have to travel overnight, and tomorrow I'm in Nairobi. I have to give out my documents because it is the deadline. So I don't know. It was a coincidence because it was the day dedicated for us to collect our certificates today, on 19th, and on 20th it is the deadline of our job. So I have to travel overnight. Yeah. So it was somehow hectic, but it is good because that's life. You know, we have to do our best. We have to struggle at some point, and we have to put in the work. Yeah, so I am Boni here, and remember to check out my other channel for aviation content only. We shall be covering the way I made an introductory video. Anything to do with aviation, we shall be talking in there. In fact, today in the afternoon, I'll go to there's an airport there called Wilson Airport. So there in Wilson Airport, there are so many training schools for flying. So for private pilot license, commercial pilot license, air transport pilot license, that's ATPL. Those licenses for piloting, and also other actually the main things they are for piloting. So it's full of flying schools. So every now and then you see smaller crafts flying, landing, helicopters. So I'm going there to take at least a picture or two, and then I'll make another video again on that. I'll post it on my other channel, and I'll try also to make a video for this channel. So thank you so much, guys, in Nairobi. I know you've learned a lot, but one thing I'm disappointed. One thing downside of Nairobi. The only downside of Nairobi is that you know I'm using a phone to make videos. So I'm using a phone to make videos. So you cannot move around in the streets to make videos because you know your phone can be possessed by those armies in the streets. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So I'm trying my best to buy a GoPro. Also, your support will be welcomed. I'm topping up the money. I want to get a GoPro so that when I'm moving the streets, we can get real-time content. Yeah, and it will not be a distraction because you know it's risky. So when you are making videos in Nairobi, sometimes because you have a phone, you know you cannot just hold your phone this way. It can be taken. So what you do is you make a picture and then you come and make a video later, mostly. So it's very rare to cut a very safe place. Like, okay, they are there, but you know, those safe places don't have content. So you can cut a content in a very densely populated space. And now you may not make it because you may not cut out your camera because your phone will fly away. So that's the only challenge in trying to get things to get a GoPro. Yeah, so that's it, guys. See you in my other channel. That's what my story. I hope you've learned something, even a little bit about Moi University. It's a good institution of excellence, and I like the fact that I got my certificate after 8 years, and I thank all the stakeholders, people who helped me, and the institution and the Almighty God. So thank you so much, guys. Be blessed. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.